This is my rant on the shitty CGI Fireman Sam motherfucking reboot, and good lord does it suck ultra time. Now I don't know about ultra time, I think Thomas and fucking Friends All Babies Fuck Off sucks even more ultra time than the shitty Fireman Sam reboot. Now I don't know where to start off. I would tell the history of Fireman Sam, but that would just be me ripping off James Williams's rant on the new Fireman Sam reboot. After season 5, Hit decided not to renew the stop-motion version for a new season, or even a season 6. And decided to fucking switch to fucking CGI. Fuck you. Note, I'm calling it a fucking reboot instead of calling it as a fucking continuation, and why? Well, it pretty much retcons continuity. I mean, it has very little to zero connection to the previous 5 seasons. Pontypandy is located near the sea for no apparent reason. Dillas's fucking shop is completely redesigned as a supermarket, a very small super fucking market, with zero explanation to given us fucking why. This is what it looked like in the original one. The characters look and act different. Everything is different, with the only connections being
Great Fires of London,
the names in the theme song.
So move aside, make way for Fireman Sam, 'cause he's gonna save the day. Fireman Sam, 'cause he's ready to the core. Sam is the hero next door.
The animation is fucking horrible. It's a massive fucking downgrade to the stop-motion animation, and it's one of the fucking worst and shittiest CGI animations I have ever fucking seen. Zero rendering, zero lighting, zero shading. Zero. Every motherfucking thing. Washed out texturing and colors, stilted and robotic fucking movements, awful water and smoke effects. Worse, it's animated by these low-budget idiots in the name of Zing Zing Digital. Really, motherfucker? No offense to these people or Chinese people in general, by the way. They brought Chinese people to animate the British show that takes place in fucking Wales and would later be shipped over to America. Why couldn't they choose the Thomas animators, like Nitrogen or even Art Productions? Instead, Zing Zing is all they chose. A company that's somewhat infamous for making shows with low-budget CGI animation. Why, you morons? And yet they did a terrible job with replicating characters and closely to the props as possible. There's even animation errors in the CGI era that are even worse compared to the errors in the previous 5 seasons. One infamous example is in the episode Floating Cart, which had one scene where Norman, Mike, Helen and her van all disappear for approximately 1/5 of a second. Another example is in Sticky Situation, where you can spot a literal red line that's most likely used for making the animation on the side of the screen. How did no one in the animation department notice this till James A. Williams noticed? The mass? Speaking of terrible character designs, aside from the unneeded character redesigns like Dillas, the overall character designs in these seasons are extremely fucking unappealing to look at and are mostly unfaithful to the character designs in the original series, as most of the characters look a lot more buff compared to their original fucking counterparts, and unlike the first 5 seasons, which had the characters designed in an ultra cartoonish, semi-realistic style, the characters in these seasons are designed in a realistic style, a style which does not suit them. Same thing of what the fucking cunts of Ma held into Bob the Builder after this. Sometimes, there are moments where the faces on the characters can look really uncanny, creepy, ugly, laughable, or just simply off-putting, with the best examples are what you see on screen. As I mentioned earlier in this video, most of the main characters' personalities are completely different than before, same with some of the fucking voices that are fucking painful to listen to. Norman fucking Price is a token one. He went from a mischievous boy who plays harmless tricks his friends and family while also caring about their safety, to extremely fucking unlikable, loud, whiny, bratty, annoying, dangerous motherfucking cocksucker with a fucking horrible voice who does things that feels like something out of a grounded video of, say, Caillou, Dora, Little Bill, or whatever. And it aggravates me a lot. He is at his absolute worst in 2 episodes, where he did things like tying James to a fucking chair in a room covered with fucking flames, for zero reason. And in another episode, he fucking traps him inside the fucking changing rooms by literally gluing the fucking door shut just so he could be the star of a synchronized swimming show. This is the reason why CGI Fireman Sam is awful. This cunt causes every single emergency for just no reason. Okay, this reboot shouldn't be called Fireman Sam. It should be called Norman Gets Grounded, because of all that I mentioned. This type of shit moron Price does makes me wanna fucking ground and then kill this cunt for the dangerous things he does. Cause he is the one that throws me off the show a lot. Elvis Cridlington has gone from a somewhat dim-witted, yet friendly firefighter, to a total retard who's fucking awful at his fucking jobs of being a fucking firefighter. Sure, Elvis had his fair share of dumb moments in the first 5 series, such as trying to put out an electrical fire with a bucket in a real live wire, but he still did a decent job as a firefighter. But here, his incompetence is so bad that it makes you wonder why he even chose to be a firefighter in the first place. He always screws the fuck up all the time, like Sir Topham Hatt from Thomas and Friends seasons 19 to 24. He sounds also like a dumbass.
I get it, sir. Your nephew. Oh dear. I wonder if he's been trying to fly his kite. Nothing to be ashamed of, sir.
And lots more fucking characters were ruined. The music is rather fucking bland compared to the previous series, as most of it feels like the same melodies every single time but with a few notes switched around. Even the rendition of the iconic rescue theme that was recomposed from the 5th season got really dull and repetitive, as there is a section at the end not in the original that never seems to stop playing until the rescue is over. If you listen to the music for the first 5 seasons, it really makes you pumped and excited for it.
Present and correct, sir. Right, let's go. Villa Lasagna's cafe's on fire. Action stations, men.
Now listen to this.
Follow me. Right, he's in here, is he? Okay, Mike, I need you to stand back. I'm going to break the door down with my axe.
Right you are, Sam. Jump in here, Lion. It'll keep you dry.
The emergency scenes have been watered down as they are way too simple and basic compared to the 5 seasons, as they're no longer very serious and make you fear for what's gonna happen. The fuck? In the first 5 seasons, they made you fear for what's gonna happen to anyone or anything. But here, they make your expressions stay blank. Even when I watched this, my expressions were mostly blank throughout. Fucking worse. The show ended up receiving a massive amount of backlash due to one infamous scene in the season 9 episode Troubled Waters, which involved Elvis accidentally stepping and slipping on a page of the Quran. It spawned so much controversies that both Hit Entertainment and Mahal both later realized this was a big mistake, and not only was the episode banned from future airings, but they also stated that they would no longer be working with Zing Zing Digital, one of the worst animation companies working for the show since the switch to CGI in the first place back in 2008, causing the show to be now animated by DHX Media instead. For season 11. In season 11, The animation is a slight improvement than the garbage fucking animation in the previous CGI seasons. The rescue scenes are much more satisfying than they were in seasons 6 to 10. The movements, and especially with the lighting, are slightly better as well, and unlike the shitty Bob the Builder reboot, where they made the fucking animation worse due to it trying to mix the realistic style that the reboot was fucking going for with the cartoony style, they actually managed to make the animation in season 11 match the style that these seasons go for. And better yet, just look at season 13's animation, it's much fucking better considering that Wild Brain took over for this season. What's worse about this season, which is what I mentioned in the previous video along with the animation, evil Mahalkans decided to pander it toward political correctness by changing the voice fucking actors for the black characters with black actors. What a horrible way to do so, Mattel, or Mahal, that's what I'm supposed to call them. So yeah, that's my rant on CGI Fireman Sam. What the actual fuck, did I just fucking watch? This should not be a connection to the previous 5 seasons, cause it was a genocide of continuity, except for the names in the theme song. Fuck off reboot. This was fucking terrible, that I literally forgot about it that it exists completely before this video, so it was also pointless. If it didn't switch to CGI and kept the stop-motion version going, then we would still be watching this show, and not deal with what we have now. I hate this reboot. 0.3 out of 10 is the highest, most generous score I can give. The only key positives are the animation in season 11 onwards, along with the other characters minus moron Price, comic relief idiot Lington, Sarah and James Jones. That's it. Mahal could have also improved the writing in the 5 characters, not just the animation, and they could have improved the character designs, but nope, they prefer milking franchises cause of all they care about. This new version was absolute dog shit. Redeemed by the animation in season 11 onwards and a few things. Now if you excuse me, I'm gonna rewatch the first 5 seasons of Fireman Sam. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe and turn on notification bell for more content. Get me up to 200 subscribers. Follow my Twitter account if you have or don't have one. My Twitter account is linked on my about and in the bottom side of my channel banner. Make sure to comment whatever you want, just don't say anything mean. This is Kate on the GWR 1500 class engine, signing off.